My name is Olivia. I am 32 years old, and many people think I have a perfect life. My husband is rich. He buys me diamonds, expensive dresses, and luxury gifts. We live in a big house with beautiful furniture and shining floors. When we go to parties, he smiles and holds my hand. People look at us and say, Olivia, you are the luckiest woman in the world. From the outside, my marriage looks like a dream life. But the truth is very different. Behind the smiles and the diamonds, I feel empty. I feel trapped in what I call a golden cage. Every night, I lie in a soft bed beside my husband, but I cannot sleep peacefully. I look at the ceiling and ask myself, why am I not happy? I have everything money can buy, but I do not have love. I have comfort, but I do not have freedom. I have security, but I do not have joy. The hardest part is this. My husband is not a bad man in public. He never hits me. He never shouts loudly. But he controls my life in quiet ways. And sometimes quiet control hurts more than loud anger. 7 years ago, my life was simple but full of hope. I was 25 years old and I was an artist. I loved painting more than anything. I lived in a small old house with my father. We did not have much money, but we laughed together. He believed in my dreams and always told me, Olivia, never stop painting. Then one day, everything changed. My father became very sick and passed away suddenly. My world broke into pieces. I felt alone and scared. After his funeral, men came to our house and told me that my father had a big debt with the bank. I did not know about it. They said if I could not pay the money, they would take the house. I had no job and no savings. I cried on the floor, feeling helpless. That was when Ryan came into my life. He was my father's business partner. He was 33 years old, successful, confident, and very calm. He saw me crying and spoke in a soft voice. He said, "Do not worry. I will handle everything." And he did. He paid the bank. He cleared the debt. He saved the house. At that moment, I thought he was my hero. I felt deep gratitude. I believed he truly cared about me. We started spending more time together. He was polite and generous. 6 months later, he asked me to marry him. He gave me a beautiful diamond ring. I did not feel strong love in my heart, but I felt safe. I felt thankful. I told myself that safety and kindness were enough for marriage. So I said yes. The first year of our marriage was calm. Ryan told me I did not need to work anymore. He said, "You have suffered enough. Now just relax and enjoy life." At first, I thought he was being sweet, but slowly his kindness turned into control. When I said I wanted to work as an art teacher, he smiled and said, "Why do you need a job? I give you everything." I stayed quiet. One day I came home and saw my old colorful clothes were gone. My closet was filled with expensive dresses in beige, white, and gray. He said they looked more elegant. I missed my bright colors, but I did not argue. The biggest pain came when I tried to paint again. I took out my old easel and started painting in the garden. I felt alive. But when Ryan saw me, he looked disappointed. He said I looked messy and told the maid to put the easel away. He cared more about appearances than my happiness. Years passed like this. I became the perfect wife in public. I smiled when he wanted. I dressed how he liked. I stopped talking about my dreams. Then, on our 5th wedding anniversary, he surprised me with plane tickets and legal papers. He had sold my father's house without asking me. He said we were moving to a big villa in another city. That house was my last memory of my father. In that moment, I realized I was not his partner. I was something he owned. At our farewell party, he proudly announced our move. Everyone clapped and congratulated us. When he asked me to speak, I felt my heart beating fast. For years, I stayed silent. But that night, I said one word. No. The room became quiet. I told him he could not buy me or control my life. I took off my diamond ring and placed it on the table. I said, "This ring belongs to you, but my life belongs to me." Then I walked out into the night with nothing but courage. Today, my life is very simple. I rent a small apartment above a bakery. I work there in the mornings and paint in the afternoons. I wear jeans with paint on them. I worry about money sometimes, but I feel free. I recently sold one of my paintings and bought a bright yellow dress. It is not expensive, but it makes me happy. I learned a simple lesson about love. Money is not love. Control is not care. Real love lets you be yourself. If someone tries to change you, it is not true love. My story is about freedom and being brave. Sometimes you have to leave a comfortable life to find real happiness. I am not rich now, but I am living my own life. And that is worth more than diamonds.